Okay, so is it possible to move enriched uranium? The answer is yes. Is it possible to move semi-assembled warheads? The answer is yes. Is it possible to move heavy water facilities? Is it possible to move the centrifuges? The answer is not very easily and probably no. So the Iranians, let's be clear, had 2 weeks almost knowing that this was coming. This is the final step in a series of events that had started, and if you look at it step by step, first the Israelis went in and targeted their command and control personnel and infrastructure. Then they targeted their ability to fight back, which is aerial defense, radar stations, anti-aircraft batteries. Then they targeted their ballistic missile systems, including storage and launch sites and launch facilities and launchers. And finally, the Israelis and Americans together have gone and targeted their nuclear weapons sites. Now, whether that has completely decimated Iran's nuclear weapons program, we don't know. Let me take a quick thought in from Air Marshal Kapoor. Air Marshal Kapoor, so an operation has happened. It has caused destruction on the ground. We have imagery, some of which is released by the Israeli Defense Forces themselves, showing it that this is what we've damaged. You and I can't make an assessment sitting here what has actually been destroyed. So how do we assume whether Iran's purported nuclear weapons program has actually been put back by several weeks, several months, several years, or completely destroyed?
Yes, I think it would be too premature at this point in time to say how far back Iranian nuclear program has been set back, but suffice it to say that there would be extensive damage. I think the whole the way this 8-9 days conflict has panned out, I think it's a very well planned out conflict in which US entered only for giving the final blow into this trying to denuclearize or defang the nuclear capability of Iran. And from the images, what is very, very clear is that at least 2 to 3 weapons have gone into the same point. And as we know, this massive ordnance penetrator, or the GBU-57, each one of it can go through about 60 meters, which is 200 feet. But the facility was about 280 to 290 feet. And if we give the concrete part, which reinforces the tunnels, it would be even more. And so a single bomb could not have entered the tunnel.
Okay, so let me stop you there. You assess that in this image where you can see those 3 black craters, that this is actually not 1 munition, but it is at least 3 munitions which have gone in back to back.
Yes, I think it is 2 to 3 munitions, because if we see the satellite imagery which I saw on the social media, it shows 2 points of impact. And if we see these 2 points of impact, and we take it that 6 weapons or 8 weapons were dropped, then I would say 2 to 3 weapons would go in one place. And that is what was earlier also anticipated, that at least 2 to 3 weapons would be required for the final weapon to drill through or go through the entire rock, which was above the tunnels, and penetrate the concrete, which was reinforcing the tunnels, and then go and explode inside. You see that tunnel infrastructure is always made in a manner where there are compartments which are separated from each other.
Yes.
And so hitting one place would not cause the complete damage or collapse of the tunnel infrastructure. So what would happen is that the entrances could be taken up by the Israelis using their own bunker busters, which are the 5,000-pound ammunition. But this going inside the tunnel and exploding was only possible with the MOP, or the GBU-57, which has been done. And so what the subsidence also shows, when the explosion takes place, all the rock and everything will fall inside. And so the amount of damage, see what will happen is this whole site will become inaccessible to the Iranians for a long time, because to access it, the entrances are blocked. One has to plow through the entrances, and then whatever damage has been caused into the tunnel infrastructure would also be. Now, second point, if we see the kind of intelligence penetration that the Israelis had in Iran, I would not be surprised that they knew some kind of a map of this tunnel infrastructure. And that is how they chose these points of impact. Because if you see the accuracy of the GBU 57 is about 1 to 2 meters. For it to achieve that and to put it at the right place where the minimal, minimal effect of rocks would be on the weapon and maximum explosive effect is achieved. And also the tunnel infrastructure or the
Yeah, well.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.